Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are playing Ironsworn again. It's session 5, and we are following the story of a Vela who has made her way to Thornmark. To begin with, she discovered a crime, a murder, hunted down the creature that did it, dealt with them. Then, while she was recovering, a merchant or a man returned named Albin to the haven of New Rock. He was working for a bunch of merchants and is seeking out. He was hunting a man named Bass, tracking a man named Bass, trying to find him, and has come to us and discovered that Kinara, the merchant, was dead. We have taken Kinara and Kara's bodies. Kara was the mercenary assigned to guard Kinara, and brought them back to Thornmark, which is a rich, prospering trade city. On arriving in Thornmark, we've discovered that a caravan has gone missing, a ship, and it's been attacked, and there's been a call put out for help. So obviously they know that this ship has been attacked and has been possibly taken. They've put out, and they've got a large amount of mercenaries with their own boats ready to lend aid, or other people who have boats who are willing to take mercenaries on board. So, with that, we weren't able to find dock ourselves. So Albin has negotiated to more the ship, more his little boat, weigh anchor, or weighing anchor where you take it up. I don't know my nautical terms. But they've basically parked the boat, because I know what I'm talking about here, next to the galley that is the headquarters of the merchants. Now, I did decide that they would be called Half's Seafaring Goods. That's the brand that the merchant sails under, Half being the principal merchant. It's Half's flag that they fly, that all of his boats fly, and he deals goods with the Barrier Islands and all of the places along it. So I've put in all of the labels on the map. The ones that are really important at the moment are the Ragged Coast and the Barrier Islands, because that is where we are. So we begin our... it's really annoying that I'm going to have to see if I can turn that off. Like, why would I want to rotate? I actually do kind of get rotating your thing if you're drawing, like freehand drawing, but anyway. We're moving on. We have gotten to Thornmark, and we are coming aboard the ship. Now, sort of one place that Ironsworn kind of falls down is that when you're making moves, it's like, face danger. Something should be properly dangerous. And while getting onto a boat actually is properly dangerous in real life, like if you fall and hit your head or get trapped between, it can end quite badly. But it's a story. And unless that is dramatically important, it's not something we should really really want to do. What I kind of want to know, though, is Avella has been maimed. She's only got use of one arm now. The other is lame, and it was her dominant arm. So it would be harder for her to climb up onto the boat herself via a rope or something. So I want to roll face danger, But if I fail, if I have to pay the price, I'm not going to. I might endure harm, but yeah, I think that we can endure harm. I'm just gonna flag that I don't really want anything particularly bad to happen. It's just how easily does she do this now that she's only got one arm, kind of thing. This is an iron roll. Oh, is it an iron roll or is it a edge roll? Edge is agility, speed, or precision. Deception, whereas iron is aggressive, strength, or endurance. Yeah, I think it's iron because we're speed, agility, precision. How well can she do this with her off arm? Whereas, as opposed to, does she have the strength in her off arm or the? Yeah, I think it's actually edge, which I think is better. No modifier. Strong hit, brilliant. She with great ease. So the boat, they've moored their boat quite close and have essentially gotten a line. They've one of the little rowboats has come down from the galley to pick us up. We've put the two bodies on the rowboats, brought them across to the boat, and seeing that now that they know that they've got the bodies, they're going to get some more men down to actually get them back up on the ship. But they lower a rope, and seeing seeing this lady with essentially only one arm, with her other arm bound tightly to her chest in a sling underneath her clothing. So she's essentially only got one arm and then the other sleeve just sort of dangling there. She's gone first and very quickly and easily scaled the side of the ship with one arm holding onto this rope and gotten up onto the deck. Albin follows along closely behind, and when he's there, a man walks up to us. A man? I don't know, actually. We need a character. So the first thing we need to do is go to the oracles and roll an Ironlander name. Bastian. Okay, so Bastian, I think that is a man's name. Is it German? I want to say it's a German name, but I'm not too sure. So Bastian, who is Bastian? He is a leader. His goal is to... Oh, roll twice. He's got 2 goals. His goal is to seek a truth and make an agreement. Okay, this is quite easy. Seek a truth. It's either what has happened in the quest or in the ongoing thing with the missing caravan, the missing ships. And making an agreement is probably to get me to help. Have a couple of descriptions. I get 3 of those. So he is adventurous. What are we doing? Yep. No, don't do that. He is adventurous, artistic, and careless. Okay, that's interesting. What is his disposition? Demanding. Okay. And an activity? Constructing. I don't know how useful that is, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, so he's going to come up to us and greet Albin. He and Albin know each other. And Albin's going to he's going to say, Albin, I didn't expect you back so soon. What news? I see that you've got 2 bodies there. There would have been some shouting up from the ship, up from the boat, and now some more men are going down to help get them out. He's going to say, yes, when I arrived at New Rock, I discovered Kinara and Kara had been murdered, and we've brought their bodies back. And he's going to go, I see. And did you find the culprit? And he's going to go, I did not deal with them myself. However, this is Avella. Avella came across the murderer in the act, and chased them down, finding they'd fled. She first got the villagers involved, and then tracked the creature, tracked the assailant, and dealt with them. Bastion's going to look at Avella and say, well then, thank you very much. I hope that... and I think he's going to see the arm and go, or the empty sleeve and go, I hope that is a very tremendous feat then. I hope that too much harm you weren't befallen by too much harm. And she will say, yes, I was beaten quite badly, and my arm, I still have not, my arm has still not healed. And he's going to see that her arm is, like, her chest is larger than it should be. There is definitely an arm hidden in a sling there. He's going to go, yes, well, thank you very much for dealing with the creature. I hope that, well, he doesn't know it was a creature. I'm avoiding saying it was a creature. Thank you very much for dealing with the assailant. Did you discover who they were? And Albin is going to say, see, I can't remember now if there was a link back. I think that there was an assumed link back. So Albin's going to say that we assume that they are related to the bandits from before. However, it wasn't anyone that we were aware of. They didn't have a proper... So I think he's going to say... So we did find that the creature had a relationship with someone on the island, Tessa. However, I think we also established that he had sort of manipulated her a little bit, and she didn't really know what was going on. She wasn't involved, and no one else on the island was involved. She's going to say, yes, the assailant wasn't from the island. He had taken residence there without the islanders knowing. It did have some assistance from the island, however, they weren't aware of its purpose. They thought they were helping an injured creature. Or something, maybe say something along the lines of, it is, yeah, some, you know, it is a common thing for people to help in the injured. And so I see, and so they rendered that help beforehand and go, yes, they'd allowed them to recover on the island, but didn't know. The majority of the island didn't know they were there, and they'd been kept secret. Their presence was kept secret, but they were allowed to recover. And then they did this when the merchant showed up. When Kanara showed up. And at this point, the bodies are probably being pulled up by ropes. And so Bastion's going to say, well, that is terrible. To at least that end has been tied up. I take it then you are not any further in discovering Bass's whereabouts, or do you have any other leads? And Albin's going to say, no, unfortunately, we do not. However, we hear that there might be more pressing matters. And so Bastion's going to say, yes, I need you to put aside what you were looking at for the moment and help us. We had a... So how do they know? How do they know that the ship has been attacked? The ship hasn't come back. The ship is basically missing. Maybe it is just missing? Yeah, okay, we'll just go with that. The ship is missing. We were supposed to receive... what's another name? Miller? I feel like I had a Miller already. Nope, no Miller. Miller is overdue by a week, and Miller is never overdue by that long. We've put out, we fear the worst. We believe that his ship has been seized. Her ship, perhaps. His, her, that could go either way. Let's roll a die. His. I should probably articulate that as I'm saying what I'm doing there. 50-50 him, her. So Miller's late. Where was Miller last supposed to be? And they're going to let's go quick settlement name. Quick settlement name is what I want. Rockbrook. Rockbrook? Let's get a different one. Stone Hall. They were last at Stone Hall. So, Miller was last at Stone Hall. Miller should have set out from there 3 weeks ago, and we would have heard from a fast rider. No, we've sent people overland to hear if there is any issues, and we've had people traveling from Stone Hall since. So, we can only assume that there is no upheaval in Stone Hall itself. So we can only assume that they were waylaid. They were intercepted en route. So, we need you to go back out with them, with the troops. We need you to go back out and see if you can find them. And I think he's going to look to Avella and say, can I assume that you have come to help with our problem? And Avella will say, yes. Yes, I swore an iron... no, I don't think Avella's going to say, I swore an iron vow. Maybe that's not what people do. I think that... yeah, because an iron vow is probably a personal thing, and while it is a thing, like you swear an iron vow, it's a very like culturally important thing. I think that probably it's not I would assume that like announcing it is in itself a big deal, and so, or announcing it yourself, and so, what's his name? Albin is going to say, yes, she has come to help us. She has come to help us deal with the threat. I can't remember if I named the threat now. Did I name the threat? She's come to help us deal with the threat, and also to join service until to join service in and she's go, yes, until this is done. I am in your service. And so he's going to go, I see. You have fought off a... And maybe she will say, by the iron. Or something like that. And he's going, I see. Well, you have fought off one assailant already. And you have taken harm for us. So I am glad to have you working with us. Will you then... and this is his thing. He wants to make and he's a bit demanding about it. So it's, we want you then to go with Albin, or maybe not even go with Albin. We want you then to go and see if you can find this boat. And she's going to say, I see, and look to Albin and go, shall we go together, and will we go... will we go by sea? And they're going to think about it and go, well, we have a large amount. Let's roll, actually. 50-50. Yes. He's going to say, yes, we would like you to head out. Albin has a boat. You can head out with him. If you head out together and head... east, west, well, so we'll go east first. East. If you head east, then perhaps, and search the coves, then perhaps you will find the galley. And so I think, okay. Then she's going to go, I see. Then we will need supplies before we set out. And here I think we're going to roll a move, not an oracle. That's why I can't see anything. Relationship move. We have... Yeah, I want a sojourn, I think. We are tired... I've only got a little bit of supply. So I either want to get them to give me supply or I want a sojourn. Draw the circle is not it. Forge a bond is not it. I don't want to test my bond. I don't want to aid my ally. When you secure an advantage in direct support of an ally... I don't want to write my epilogue. Maybe I do want to resupply. Okay, so I'm going to say... So we're going to try and sojourn and say, all right, we are tired from our trip from the thing. Are we able to rest here and set off in the morning? So let's roll heart. I do not share a bond with these people. Strong hit. And they're going to say yes. Please. Please. We can't have you going out tired and weakened from your journey. We need you to go out full of energy. There's some words here. There is a way of saying this that is just not coming to my head. We'll just have to move on. So on a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2 from within the categories below. On a hit, you and your allies may each focus on 1 of your chosen recover actions and roll heart again. If you share a bond, add +1 on a strong hit. Okay. On a weak hit, I'm not 100% sure about this, so I don't want to clear a condition. Of your chosen recover actions and roll hard again. On a strong hit, take 2 plus more for that action. Oh, okay. So I get to I got a strong hit, so I get to recuperate. Well, first I want to take supply. So I want to provision. So we're going to take 2 supply. So we've got +4 supply. And I am going to roll again. Complication. So that's a miss. So I just... On a miss, it goes badly and you lose all benefits for that action. Oh, no. They don't have any supplies. All right, so what's the complication, though? So I don't get my 2 supply. All right, well, I'm going to plant as well because I get to do 2. So I'm just going to take 2 momentum. Now, what? Let's resolve this complication. So, is there something for... What is your fail? Oh, that's a delve thing. Suffer moves. Oracles. Yeah, okay, I'm not too sure. I feel like there was a like a complication. I mean, they could give us bad rations, but so the supplies they give us are actually like just bad. We think that we've got. I don't think I'm ever doing that focus thing again because it was a may. You may do this. I'm not sure I was doing it right. But that's just annoying. And I think that, yeah, they've they've. I think that what we'll say, because otherwise I would try and resupply. I'm not going to be able to get off the ship as well, so they don't have. They don't have any extra rations that they can give us. They've had a bit of an issue with rations themselves, and when I go, all right, well, let us off the ship and into the city, so that we can get some ourselves. They just don't have the time, and they can't get us in. So we don't have a way to try and resupply before we set out on our journey. So yeah, with that, I guess we just have to start the next leg of the journey. So, looking at that, we have to work out actually, you know what? The question is, this is a different thing, and I think that we are going to just swear an iron vow. So while we're there and we say yes, we'll help, we're actually going to pull down our collar, open our collar a bit so that the back of my hand is showing again, where there is a fresh cut just from the day before, I think, and pull out a knife and cut it again, offering then the blood on the knife up to be seen by Bastian. And one of these, there's a move for quest moves. Swear an iron vow. Roll when you swear an iron. Hang on. When you swear upon on iron to complete a quest, yeah. Then roll plus heart. What is my heart? Because it's not telling me. It's just saying my heart is 2. Oh. Submit. I don't think I get a modifier. Then roll heart. If you make this vow to a person or community with whom you share a bond, add +1. And you know what? I will. I'm going to add +1 because I'm going to make this not to Bastian. I'm going to make it to Albin, who I do have that bond with, and I'm going to say I will help you look for this ship until it is found, or and I think I make the vow to Albin after Bastian has gone. We will look for this ship until it is found, or you give up. Yeah, or it is or you say it's no longer important. I don't know, does she even say that? Maybe it's just until you have found it. Yeah. I think that she does. She says until it is found. And he goes, no. You don't need to swear a vow for this. This is your job now. This is just what you have to do. This is not the kind of thing. This is now you have joined us. You will be paid for this. This isn't a something you swear a vow for. So on a miss, you face a significant obstacle before you can begin your quest. Envision what stands in your way and choose one. Suffer -2 momentum and do what you must to overcome this obstacle. Okay. And yeah, he's going to say, yeah, and what if we can't find it? We can't look forever. We will look for as long as we can, but if we can't find it, or someone else finds it, or we discover it's no longer an issue, none of these things are and then she's going to say, well, then it has been found and it is no longer an issue, and I will look until that is the case. And he will go, what if we never find it? You can't look forever. At which point she'll say, then once a decision has been made that they are to be for sale, once you have made a decision, and I think actually she doesn't. Yeah, I rolled to the thing. I'm swearing an iron vow to him, but I'm doing this in front of Bastion. And Bastion's going to look on him and go, what if it can't be found? You will look for, would you look forever? We will need you to do other things. And she will go, well, until you have decided that we cannot. And so she just puts it out of I think that this is going to displease them, and this might actually be why she can't get the supplies. They're not going to. They've sort of gone, yeah, all right. She's a little bit too serious, and they just puts them off on the wrong foot, and they're now a little bit wary of her, and so they're not going to be too happy to help her out. And so this is why we then are unable to get supplies before we set off on our journey. So that, yeah, but, so I suffer the -2 momentum, and to overcome this obstacle, we're basically just pressing on, but it's got those negative effects. This is determined that people, the faction is going to, it's going to be colder to me if I continue to act this way, and I might make things a bit harder for myself if it comes down to that. I'm tempted to, if more things like this happen, we'll actually be testing the bond that I have with Albin as well. So, with that, we may as well kick off. I know that I was looking at doing the shorter I'm actually filming this before I put that the previous video out, where I'm doing the shorter sessions in. So we're going to continue at least for the first couple of legs in the journey. Whether or not we'll find the thing or not, but we're going to head out. Adventure moves. We're going to undertake a journey. Now, we did have the ability to plan, so we're going to That was what a... So if we take it in order, my momentum would go to -1, and then I get +1 from the sojourn. So what we're going to do is we're going to head out in... Oh, hang on. Let me skip things. I now have a vow. Find Miller's ship. Last seen at Stone Hall. And I think this is going to be dangerous. So we'll just jump on an oracle, ask the oracle. It is likely that it is dangerous. It is dangerous. It is, yeah, this stuff below it is the thing from above. I don't have a threat because I'm not doing the delve stuff. So we're planning to come out and then search this bay here, starting up here and then working through. So we're going to undertake a journey. So the first thing is to get, and we're going to, this is just a troublesome journey. Do I even need to, yeah. So we're going to get into this into this area. I think that probably we did say east, so Stone Hall is somewhere along the coast here. Let's actually ask the question: is studded Stone Hall in the flooded lands? 50-50. Is this? Yeah, that's just my 50-50. Yes, it is. Is it close or is it far? It's close. So it's going to be along this stretch here. So we've got to search this area, and then along here, and then getting to the other thing is we've also got all of these islands here. So I think that we've got quite the fleet of boats heading out to search. So we're going to take this cove. We're going to sail around here and get in here. And so this is going to be a troublesome journey. Okay. Undertake a journey. I feel... Is it just face danger? We were doing undertake a journey before. When you travel across hazardous or unfamiliar lands. Yep. Roll wits. Okay. Weak hit. You reach a waypoint and mark progress, but suffer -1 supply. I'm not going to start a track. Is there anything... I think that hitting a waypoint is going to be out here in the bay, where we're coming out of the bay and into open waters. Though everything is still on our side. The next progress point will be the mouth of this bay. Another weak hit. Ooh. That was yeah, that was lucky. I rolled a 1 on that challenge die. Suffering -1 supply again puts me to zero supply. So I feel like we're going to have to come ashore and try and resupply now. What happens when you have no supply? Let's just make sure that didn't... yes, I am now unprepared. What happens if you take... I assume it just goes to your momentum. Resupply. When you hunt, forage or scavenge, roll plus wits. I mean, I could run a we're in a little vessel. We can run. We're fishing while we're doing it. But I don't think I can resupply when you are. You can't resupply when you are unprepared. Ah, here we go. This should actually be a companion. So I should have a companion called... oh, changing my momentum. That's bonds, assets. Is a companion an asset? Yes. Select. Nope. Custom. Builder. I don't want I just want a health track. View. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with... How do I delete? Modify, delete. There we go. I have to look at adding what's his face on as a companion while I've got him there. Or maybe he's a progress track, I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see what people recommend that you do for having other people there. So what do I do with... Okay, rules, moves, your character, abilities, conditions, unprepared. Unprepared is marked when you're at 0 supply or are out of supply. You and your allies share the same supply value and will make mark unprepared together. If you're unprepared, you cannot increase supply. Which move do you make to unprepared? Sojourn. If you if you suffer additional -1 supply, you must exchange -1 supply for any combination of health, spirit, or momentum as appropriate to the circumstances. Okay, so I can just keep going and take it off another track. So we'll just do that. And continue along on our journey. Strong hit. Thank God. So that puts us at 9 progress. On a strong hit, you reach your waypoint. If the waypoint is unknown to you, yep. Mark progress. Okay, so I can mark progress without suffering -1 supply is basically the thing. So I will reach my destination, and I've got 9 filled progress. So I have a strong hit. On a strong hit, the situation at your destination favors you. Choose one. Make another move now, not a progress move, and add +1. So I need Sojourn in order to get rid of... yeah, okay. So I can either make +1 on my next move or just take +1 momentum. I'm going to take the +1 momentum, my momentum. And we are just going to start going to roll gather information. So we are now in this area. Where are we? We're now here in this area here, and we're going to search up and around through here. I'm actually going to roll once for the whole. We've got this cove here, and then we've got this cove here, and then we've got this area. So we've got sort of 3 areas to search along. So we're just going to roll gather information. On a strong hit, you discover something helpful or specific. All right, so there's something we can do. We don't have any inputs. Miss. We just don't find anything. There's nothing here. So we're going to move along to the next part of the cove and roll again. On a weak hit, the information complicates your quest or introduces a new danger. Envision what you discover. So I think, and take +1 momentum. That's good. So we're going to come across some fishes. A little fishing boat. Or maybe there's a little village here. So we've got okay, so we've got a couple of options, I think. We can either find a fishing village or a fishing boat, but basically someone that can tell us very clearly that no, there has not been any ships large enough coming into the cove. And so that's going to, make it a little bit easier in that we've got this information, but a little bit more complicated in that, well, we have to trust them. So that's an exercise in itself. Or we're going to find something else. So let's roll on an oracle. We're going to go 50-50 to get people telling us they're not here, or so yes for we're going to get a yes for it's people telling us we're not here. Otherwise, there's going to be some danger that we face. Okay, so we come across, let's see if it's a fishing village. No. So we're going to come across a single fishing boat. Now we've sailed up to the next area, and so we're going to come up close enough to this boat. They're not we're not actually going to go up to the beach, because we're just going to be able to go up to the boat to get close enough. Come up close enough to them and call out to them and say, "Hail there! We're looking for a large ship. Have you seen anything, or heard any other news in the last few weeks in this area?" And they're going to say, No, we haven't. It's been fairly quiet around here. Only company we've got is the fish. And I think that we're going to gather information. Yeah. I think that they're going to say that there's nothing else really going on along here. The area is fairly quiet, and we do see a few other fishing vessels, but nothing the size of a merchant vessel. They've not got much reason to come in here on that size. All the merchants come overland, and they'd come overland from the place we were just at. Where were we just at? They come overland from Thornmark. They don't come by boat. So we don't really see much of them in here. And so you're hearing that, it's like, okay, that's letting us know that they haven't come out, and they're going to say, yeah, we haven't even seen anything past the things, past the mouth of the inlet, whatever it's called. I need to work out what these geography terms are, I guess. So that means they're saying that no ship has come in through here, and that sort of cuts down our time, except we have to verify it. So we're now looking for something that we're just not going to find. But it also means that they haven't seen anything come through here, which means that maybe there won't be anything on these islands here. But yeah, I think that we don't really get anything of any more use from them. So we know it's not here. We've got a pretty good idea, and I think we believe them, but we've got to continue searching. So we're going to then spend the rest of the day searching in this area and not find anything. I could roll gather information again. Yeah, we'll give it another go. And we get a miss, which is pretty likely and what we sort of expected. So we're now going to make camp, because that will have taken the whole day, and it's time to rest. Now I can't... it's roll plus supply, and I don't have any supply. So this isn't going to go well. Strong hit. That's good. On a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2. So I'm going to recuperate to get +5. I don't have any supply. I don't need any spirit. So I can focus and get +1 momentum. Or I can prepare, and when I break camp, I get +1 if I undertake a journey. And I will be undertaking a journey. But I think I want the momentum, especially because I don't have any, supply. So, with that, I will progress my quest. And I'm doing that because we are now a little bit closer to knowing the location of the vessel. We've got here to search, all through here to search, and then along this coast, as well as all of this area. But we are, yeah. So the question is, do we search these islands first, or do we? I actually think that we would search this area next. So our next journey is going to have us searching through here. The next step in the journey is to get out into the ocean, come out to these islands, and then find our way through here. Yeah. My difficulty is that for each waypoint in your journey, can I say that my journey is to get to here and have like a waypoint here, and a waypoint here, and search each of these waypoints? Can I say my journey ends when I find the ship, and each waypoint is just a place that I search? Maybe that's the thing, because it's all about the story and how many steps you take to get there. And at each step in this journey, the end of the journey doesn't necessarily have to be a particular set, fixed place. I think we're going to do that. We are going to. If we don't, I guess the thing is, it means that we are definitely going to find it, or we're going to be very likely find it. There's a chance that I could roll a 9 and a 10, or 2 9s or 2 10s on the challenge dice when I try to. Yeah, okay. It's just very likely that we will find it when we get there. So let's do it. We'll say that it is a. We'll start a progress track, actually. Find Miller's ship. And we're going to say that it is a dangerous task in itself. Not a troublesome task. It's going to be a dangerous task. That will give us more waypoints. And there's more places to search. I think that's then 2 each. 1, 2, 3. So that should give us 5 waypoints. So we're going to undertake a journey. Strong hit. On a strong hit, you reach your waypoint. If the waypoint is unknown to you, envision it. Then choose one. So we're going to mark progress and not take any momentum. So we're going, and basically where we are We're coming out through here. Let's actually draw the lines. So we had travel path. Can I just grab this one and... I can't remember how that works. So we've come in here, and then we've searched sort of along here, and we've now come in through here. We just do this, and have that stippled like this. I will stroke paint. I want to match it to this. And I think that that's the stroke style. Clear this up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to just put a thing there so we get an arrow. Okay. So we've come out through here and we've made it to here. And without, it's been fairly dry, and I'm not going to do the searches anymore. I'm just going to mark the progress. So we're going to come back to moves, undertake a journey again, and we get a weak hit this time, which means that we suffer -1 supply. We can't do that, so we're going to suffer -1 spirit. Bringing us to 4 spirit. But we will mark progress. And we're not finding... the fun thing here is if we get waylaid, and it's a dangerous thing, it's probably going to help, and we might actually just come across the ship, and the bandits will just go, "Well, we know who you are. You're done." And we'll be in a very dangerous situation. So, coming back to moves, we're going to undertake a journey again. Get another weak hit. And I think that after a long day, our health... I'm going to put my momentum down first to +3. And then we're going to mark some progress. And I haven't tracked any progress here, so first of all, we make it down here to search. What are you doing? We make it through here, searching through here, and we're... Ooh. No, don't do that. we've got to search sort of this area here before coming around here and searching through these islands. We're going to loop back around through here with our 1, 2, 3. Come back to moves, undertake a journey again. Miss. Here we go. You are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price. All right. When you suffer the outcome of a move, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Let's have a look at the table below. Roll again and apply that result, but make it worse. Oh, so if I roll a 1 or 2. A person or community you trusted loses faith in you or acts against you. A person or community you care about is exposed to danger. You are separated from something or someone. Your action has an unintended effect. Something of value is lost or destroyed. I think that there's too many strange things in here. I think that we've got 2 options, I think. So we're going to ask the Oracle, which is what we've got 2 negative outcomes. Rate 1 is likely. So likelihood is we come around a rock and find the bloody vessel. And they see us straight away. Or we are struck with, so the next leg of our journey is taking us around here. And through here, this weather would actually be rather bad. So I think that we've got 2 options. We're either getting in here and we're finding them and they're aware of us, whereas ideally we would like to go, oh look, there's the vessel, and then sort of approach carefully, as opposed to just crashing into it and just going, oh there it is, Jesus. Or we've got bad weather and that becomes a whole issue. So I'm actually going to go, it's likely that we just run into the boat and it has actually been taken by bandits. Yes. So, I'm not sure how long this has gone for now, but I think that this is a good place to call it. So next session, we're going to enter some very dangerous situation where bandits are straight away aware of us, as we're aware of them, and we're not able to do any kind of preparation. We just have to deal with them. So that will be a fun little encounter. I'm going to be looking forward to it. I hope you do too. I hope you had a good time. I have, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.